So I posted recently a video in which I showed overall how much all of my YouTube channels have made. Of course, this channel right here is not monetized just yet, but I do have 3 monetized YouTube channels. One being my channel called Hope and Sunshine, which is a vlog channel about how I take care of my disabled daughter. The second is actually my wife's channel. It's called Nurse Abby, in which she documented the process of becoming a nurse and then also, once again, taking care of our medically complex daughter. And the third one is my reviews channel called Reviewing Literally Everything. I review lots of products, household products, tech products, you name it. So I showed in that last video just overall how much each of those channels make, but I wanted to go back to the very beginning and show what each one of them made in its very first month, because it can be vastly different. And you may have heard one extreme or the other. Some people say that when they got monetized, the views just kind of trickled in, and their first few months, maybe even their first few years, didn't make hardly anything at all. But on the flip side, some people say that their first month monetized, they actually made a ton of money. And things got better and better every single month, and they just made it a full-time income. So I wanted to show, based on 3 different channels, how each one of them was a little bit different. And maybe from this, you can kind of gauge a little bit what your channel might do in its very first month as well. Of course, to even get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year. You could also try to go the shorts route and get 10 million shorts views in the last 3 months, but that's kind of impossible. So for most people, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And it's not easy to do, but it's totally possible. I know because 3 of my channels have gotten monetized at this point, and I'm working on a few more, but they're not there yet. But I do want to show you my analytics and show you exactly what those 3 channels made their first month monetized. Here's the first one. It's called Hope and Sunshine. It got monetized in March of 2021. And actually March 1st was its first day monetized. The whole month of March then was able to be monetized. And you can see here, its first month monetized, it made $305.98. And that really blew me away. I did not expect to make that much money its first month monetized. And that was my first channel that I ever got monetized. So it kind of set the stage for what I would expect in the future, whether for good or for bad. But yeah, from what I had heard, I thought I would get pennies each day and that I wouldn't even get a paycheck its first month, but it actually averaged a lot more than pennies per day. In fact, it averaged, I guess, about $10 per day. In my mind, I thought if it made $3 to $5 per day, I was doing excellent. So that kind of blew it out of the water for me. And the reason it did so well its very first month is because it actually got monetized because of a couple videos that were going really, really viral at the time. I say really viral. Really what I mean is a couple 100,000 views. But for me at the time, that was huge. So because of those couple videos that were doing so well, and because views were still trickling in for those couple videos at the time, its first month monetized, it made over $300. Now, once those videos started to come down, it didn't always make $300 after that. Some months were $200, but since then it has picked up again, and right now it's making about $450 a month. But like I said, that was my first experience getting a channel monetized, and it kind of set the stage, kind of set my expectations for what would come next. And I was a little disappointed. Here's the second channel that got monetized. It's actually my wife's channel, and even she calls it my channel because I'm the one who does all the thumbnails, all the uploading, all the video editing. All she does is make a video when I tell her to hit record, which is a lot. That's why I call it her channel, but she calls it mine. Anyway, it's our income. In its first month monetized, it only made $15.76. Now, part of that is because it got monetized on July 15th. So certainly it's not going to make as much in half a month as it would in a full month. But even then, in its first full month of monetization, in August, the next month, it only made $29. So that's like, what, a tenth of what my first channel monetized got? And that really comes down to how this channel didn't have one of those viral videos. It wasn't coming down from a lot of views. This channel, I had to work really, really hard in order to get that 4,000 hours of watch time. We had to work really, really hard. But we did it. We got it monetized. And ever since then, it does make a little bit more than it used to. Right now, it's up to like $50 or $60 a month, which is like half of our water bill. Not bad. We'll take it. So after having those 2 channels monetized, I really didn't know what to expect for the third one. Would it be high? Would it be low? I didn't know. But the third channel that I got monetized was called Reviewing Literally Everything. I got it monetized in April of this year, 2024. Once again, not at the very beginning of the month, so it's a partial month. But in April of 2024, its first day monetized was April 9th. And in the month of April, it made $79.38. So more than Nurse Abby made, but less than Hope and Sunshine made. And this is kind of the experience that I'm having, that you really can't know exactly what you're going to get until you're actually monetized. The next month, May of 2024, it actually made $141.87. So it almost doubled. See, the thing is, views go up and down, and how much you make is going to be based a lot on how many views you get. And you're simply not going to know how many views you're going to get your first full month being monetized. And even if you could, it's also based on RPM. Advertisers will pay different amounts based on the kind of content that you actually post. So I love to watch these kinds of videos and kind of dream and kind of think through I might get when a certain channel gets monetized. Ultimately, you just got to post the best content that you can post, work really hard, get your 1,000 subscribers, get your 4,000 hours of watch time, do it in a niche that you know is going to have good RPM, money, finance, products, post the content that you're passionate about, stuff that you know that you can do long term, and just be surprised by the result. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm just an average guy.